Now, before we introduce our first guest speaker for today, I would like to take this opportunity to say a few words about them. Our first speaker today is Mohammed Ullah, also known as Mo. He is the director of an Action Investment Limited. Mo has been into multiple businesses over 25 years. He has been through all walks of his business life, and he has owned many couple of takeaway businesses and taxi companies also. Despite all of his low points in his life, he followed his mom's advice, which we both had heard through his one of his video. The sentence that he mentioned was by his mom was, "You are in a deeper end. Now you need to swim," and that's exactly what he did. He never gave up. He built his network after joining Samuel Leeds, who is a well-known trainer in his training academy, and shifted his focus to the properties. He has always been positive attitude and is working very hard towards his achievements. Along with Mo, I have Adam Brown, who is a managing director of Action Invest. He is also a property investor and a deal sourcer. Adam is very enthusiastic, hardworking, and ambitious, and aims to take Action Invest to the next level. He is becoming the managing director of Action Invest at the age of 23, and thus he is the role model of all the individuals. Mo and Adam, you both are an inspiration for all of us, and it's a pleasure to welcome both Mo and Adam on our virtual platform.
Hi everybody, thank you for that introduction. Very nice of you. Start off with asking a couple of questions. How many of you are investing in property right now? Is there a chat box they can write investing now, or yeah?
Yeah, there is a chat box.
Yeah, so if you put it in the chat box, are you investing now? The other question is, how many of you are new to investing? Just so I can get a gauge of who's where in their property journey. Investing now, as you know, new, brilliant. So we got a good mix, very new to investing, fantastic. Okay, so we've got a nice mix, beginner. Okay, brilliant, thank you. So thank you for the introduction. Yes, my name is Mohammed Ullah. I'm the director of Action Invest. Yes, I've done 25 years of business experience under my belt. I've ridden the roller coaster of business, up and down, hold on tight, and everything will be okay at the end. Guys, I'd like to thank you all for being here today. You've all taken your time out from your busy lives to come and join us. I'd like to thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. So today, Adam and I are going to teach you what it takes for us to source deals, what we go through. We're going to go through that with you. The reason we're going to do that is there's a lot of people that buy deals and make big mistakes, and when they make big mistakes, it means big money. And the last thing we want you to do is make mistakes like that. So yeah, so we're going to run through what we do at Action Invest and run through that side of things with you. Adam and I have been selling deals for the last about a year now, and we're selling deals every week. We've got many happy investors, and we're doing some HMO projects ourselves as well. We work with investors as well. We do JV opportunities as well. We're doing one in Boston at the moment where we're converting a 4-bedroom house into a 6-bedroom HMO. And we're doing another one as well in Wigan, which is a 3-bedroom house, and we're turning it into a 7-bedroom HMO. So we're actively doing projects ourselves. We have other buy-to-let properties as well. We're going into the service accommodation side of things as well. And you know, we're here to share our journey with you and help you make good decisions when it comes to property. So next slides, I think we're going to go over to who's in control of the slides.
There.
Did you two? You two, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay. So yeah, as I said there's our slides of what we do. And Adam's my right-hand man. He runs Action Invest for me day in, day out, does all the calculation, makes sure all the deals stack up. He's got an estate agent background. He's a very, very good property sourcer as well. He's very good at finding good deals. And we have a network of co-sourcers as well, up and down the country. Next slide. Thank you. Okay, so I'll let Adam take over here. Okay.
So guys, as Mo just said there, my name is Adam Browse. Thank you very much to Mo for that brilliant introduction. I'd like to take the time to thank the team at Project Possible as well for making it possible for us to be here. We really, really do appreciate it. And we want to make sure that you guys get the most amount of value out of it, because at the end of the day, you've all invested the time to be here. You've taken time out of your busy day to be here. So we really do appreciate that, and we want to thank you for that. So what we're going to be talking about today is deals. This is what we go through every single week to make sure that the properties we're looking at are the best. This is what you're going to need as well when you're looking at your properties. So I'm going to go through deals. Deals is an acronym. It actually stands for all the steps that you're going to need. So I'm going to go through it, and then we're going to see, we're going to go through everything to make sure you guys know what it is. And then if you've got any questions after that, we will take questions. So guys, if we could go on to the next slide, that is fantastic. Back one. So as you can see there, deals stands for due diligence, effort, area, learn, and sales. So your due diligence is so important on the properties you're looking at, because you're not just going to go and buy some random property and go, yeah, I like the look of that one looks good. You need to go into the estate agents and letting agents in the area to check out the area. You need to see if it's actually going to rent the property you're looking at. You need to check and see if there's tenant demand in the area. You want to see if there's any development or rejuvenation going on in the area, which could give you a really good opportunity for capital appreciation in the long run. When you're doing your due diligence as well, you want to be able to check the condition of the property. So you do need to know about the common issues in the areas you're looking at. The next thing you're going to need when you're looking for deals is effort. You need to put the effort in. You need to go out there and take action. Mo actually called Action Invest after that because he knows you need to take action when you're out viewing properties. So that's why you need to put in the effort, you need to take the action, you need to get out there and make it happen. Another thing that ECODE stands for is energy. You need big energy. You need big energy to get out there, get on the phone to estate agents, speaking to your investors, and just putting yourself out there. It's all about energy. So the person with the biggest energy wins. The next thing you're going to want to have a look at is the area. So as I mentioned, you're going to want to be doing some due diligence on the area to make sure that it actually works. You're going to want to be checking out the area, see if it's a decent area, not so decent, the types of tenants you're going to get in that area as well. On top of that, you're going to want to be checking out the rules of the area. So for example, Mo mentioned HMOs earlier on. In the UK, there's a lot of areas that have Article 4, which prevents HMOs. So you need to be able to check those things to make sure that what you're trying to do in the area actually works and you're allowed to do it. Because the last thing you want to do is buy something in the hopes of making it a HMO and then get to the very end once you've refurbished it and then the council say, no, you're not getting it. And then you've just wasted a lot of money and you won't be able to sell it afterwards. So it's so important to be able to do your proper due diligence on the area and make sure it is the right one for you. On top of that, another big thing we look for is capital appreciation potential. We check out to see if there's stuff going on, if there's going to be new developments coming into the area, if there's big companies like Amazon or Facebook trying to come in, or if there's big distribution centers nearby. If these companies are coming into the area, this is usually a pretty good sign that they're going to be there for a long term. So that helps push the value of the properties up around that. Another thing that you should be looking out for is new transportation links. So for example, HS2, High Speed Rail 2 in the UK, is pushing up the value of all the areas that are getting HS2 station because it's going to make the commute time to London a lot quicker. So therefore, the value of the properties are going up. When you're doing that, things like that, small things like that, could end up being massive gains for you in the future. So really, really important to be checking those things out as well. The next thing you're going to want to be able to do is you need to learn. You need to learn what you're trying to do. So you need to learn how to find good investment properties. You need to learn what you're looking for. You need to learn how to price your refurbishments if the properties you're looking at need any work. You're also going to need to learn how to speak to estate agents and how to speak to letting agents, because they get a lot of people calling and a lot of people wasting the time. So you need to be able to learn how to deal with them properly so that you maximize their time and they maximize yours, and then everybody can be happy. Another thing you're going to want to be learning about is which type of mortgage products you're going to need. This is why it's really important to learn which people you need to have around you. We call this a power team, and the people that you need in that power team can teach you these things and they can show you the right way. A big thing that we've learned so far is that you need the right people around you. The right people around you can push you 100 steps forward further than the competition. So get the right people around you. The next thing you're going to need to know when you're looking for properties is sales. I know some of you might be like, oh, I don't like sales, but everybody sells. Everybody sells. You just mightn't realize it. When you're in the negotiation phase on a property with a landlord or a vendor or an estate agent, you're selling them on the idea of why your offer is a good one. You're also going to be selling to your potential tenants as well on why your property is the best one in the area and why it's the one they should rent. Things like that. You're also going to be selling to people like the council if you need their involvement. So you're going to be selling them on the idea of why your property is the best and why it needs the licenses that it needs and why it should get there. Another person or group that you're going to be selling to is your lenders. So if any of you are getting mortgages or private funding for your property projects, you're going to want to be and needing to be selling to the lender so that they have the faith in you and the trust in you and know that the property is a good one, a good investment for both you and for them, and that it's not going to fall apart. You're selling them on that idea. So it's really, really important that you're able to master all of this, because if you don't, even one of these steps, if it goes wrong, it could be disastrous and it could end up costing you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of pounds. I don't know about you, but I definitely don't want to be losing money like that. So we want to be able to help you make sure you don't make those mistakes. That's the biggest reason why we're here today, because we see too many investors going out there and not doing all of these checks and making massive mistakes. I saw it all the time, especially as Mo mentioned, I have an estate agency background. I saw it all the time when people were coming in as investors and just buying anything, and then it didn't work for them because they didn't do their proper due diligence on it. They didn't check what the area was like, they didn't check what the demand was like, and they didn't learn what they were doing. It's so important for you all to do all of these steps, because that will make sure you get the highest possible return on your investments and make sure that the investment property you are buying will be there for you in the long run and cause you the least amount of problems. I'm going to pop you back over to Mo now because he wants to talk to you about the different types of investors. And this one is a good one, so you're going to want to be paying attention to this. And hopefully we'll be able to find out which type of investor you are, and then we'll be able to help you move on to the next level of that. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll pop you back over to Mo.
Thanks, Adam. Well done. Brilliant job there. So it was meant to pop up one by one, these slides, but by the looks of things, they're not popping up the way we wanted it to pop up. But hey ho, the show must go on, so we'll just carry on. Okay, so there's three types of investors out there. Number one is, we call them the wimps. Now, we are all wimps at some point in our lives when we're learning something new or investing in property, new to investing in property, we're wimps. The wimps need hand-holding. So basically we come in handy when people new to investing are looking for deals. At Action Invest, every week we source deals, we run the numbers, we source deals as though we're buying them ourselves. And we've got to make sure that we buy with formulas and not feelings. It's vital that the numbers add up, because a lot of people buy, oh, that's in my area, or my son is going to university over there, so I'll buy it for my son while they're there, and they'll buy anything. The return on investment is a vital aspect for us. Obviously money in, and what we're getting in return as a percentage for that money that we've invested. So we run all our numbers and send out deals every week to our investors. So the first one's WIMPs. Not wrong with WIMPs. We were all a WIMP at one point of our life, and then we grew to be bigger and stronger. Number 2 is the whales. Now the whales, they know, they've done it. They run the numbers. They can look at the deal that we send out and say, yeah, I'll have that. The numbers stack up. I'll go for that. They're professionals. They've probably got a good portfolio under the belt. We all grow to become a whale. When we're investing, whatever business we're doing, we grow to be better and better and better at what we're doing. So once you've invested in one property, then you do another property, the third and the fourth get easier and easier and easier. And the whales will look at our deals, yeah, text in, yeah, send us your terms and conditions, yeah, the money's in the bank, and we've done the deal, and we've sent out all the information on that day. That's how we know. We call them investors the whales. Now the third one, as I said, it was meant to be coming up, W, the wasters. Now the wasters, they're never going to buy off you. They're never going to buy off you, and we can pick up the phone and we can tell who's a waster. When we're doing our sales, we ask questions. We ask them why they were interested in that deal, and the questions that we ask, we work out, we realize that whether this person's a wimp, a whale, or a waster. It saves our time, it saves their time, and we live by these rules basically in our business. Okay, so guys, thank you for listening to us. If you want to get in touch with us, we send out our deals every Tuesdays at 11:45, and the only way you'll see our deals is by going onto our website at www.actioninvest.co.uk. You register your details for our deal alerts. Every Wednesdays we send the blog out as well, and we keep our investors in the loop of what we've been up to. Adam writes that out, some funny stories and things like that. It's really good. And every Tuesday at 11:45 we send the deals out. We have a system. We work to a system. We've got over 600 investors on our list now, and all the investors know. We send the deals out at 11:45. They text in which deals they want, and in order we will ring our investors and we'll send the terms and conditions out, and they will pay our invoice. Once they've paid our invoice, we get all the information over to them. They have 14 days to run their due diligence and make sure they're happy with the deal. After that, before that 14 days, they're entitled to a refund if they're not happy with the deal for whatever reason. After that 14 days lapses, if they don't go ahead with the deal, we find them another deal. So we make sure we look after our customers. We make sure we have happy investors on board. So we're on Facebook as well, Action Invest. We've got a page there. Again, we update, we give value to our investors. We keep people in the loop with what's going on in the industry. There's Instagram as well, Action_Invest UK. That's mine, and then Adam Brown Property, he's on Instagram as well. Then we're both on LinkedIn. You can search us with our names. If you take a screenshot of this, and you can find us later, and there's our email and mobile contacts as well. Adam, would you like to add a few more bits?
Yeah, reach that.
Yeah, I think Mo pretty much covered everything there. But once again, we really do want to just take the opportunity to thank you all for listening to us, for your participation, and just for taking the time out of your day to jump on. We really want to thank Project Possible again just for the opportunity. We really do appreciate it.